Picture this: a dark silhouette rolls into the frame like it's rising out of a shadow. No loud entrance, no dramatic roar, just a slow, confident arrival that instantly makes every other car around it feel small. This is the 2026 Black Lamborghini Urus, an SUV that looks like it was carved from midnight itself. The exterior is the first punch, the interior is the knockout. And together, they create a machine that feels less like a vehicle and more like a character in your life. The moment your eyes meet the exterior, you understand why people call this SUV a moving piece of architecture. The black finish on the 2026 Urus doesn't look painted. It looks poured like molten darkness cooled into a perfect shape. The new styling language is sharper and more expressive. The front fascia is redesigned with a slimmer, more aggressive set of headlights that feel like the eyes of a predator watching its prey. The LEDs breathe to life with a pattern that almost feels alive, like the SUV is waking up before the engine even starts. The grille is now wider and more sculpted, giving the Urus the kind of presence that makes other vehicles shift aside without any sound or signal. Walk along the side, and the shape captures you even more. The lines running across the doors are deeper, the fender muscles are more pronounced, and the stance is lower, making the SUV look like it's ready to sprint at any moment. In black, these curves become more mysterious, blending shadows with reflections in a way that gives the Urus a living personality. The wheels, redesigned for the 2026 model, have a stealth fighter look, with the kind of detailing that makes them feel custom even when they're factory standard. When the sunlight hits them, the black-on-black contrast creates a visual punch that's impossible to ignore. Then you reach the rear, and the design becomes even more intense. The taillights stretch like sharp red blades across the back, leaving a signature look you can spot from a mile away. The rear diffuser is bigger and more performance-driven, hinting at the power packed underneath. The exhaust outlets are sculpted like something from a supercar rather than an SUV, and the entire rear profile feels like a mix of elegance and raw threat. It's the kind of back end you don't forget after seeing it once, and that's the whole point. The 2026 Urus doesn't want to pass by quietly. It wants to leave an image burned into your mind. Now open the door, and you step into a different world. The type of world where luxury doesn't scream, it whispers with confidence. The interior of the 2026 Urus is cleaner, sleeker, and more driver-focused than any version before it. The moment you sit inside, you feel the weight of craftsmanship. The seats wrap around you with a firm comfort that feels both sporty and elegant. The stitching patterns are sharper, the leather feels richer, and the textures of the panels have been upgraded to a level that makes this cabin feel like a handcrafted designer studio. Everywhere you look, you see quality, not plastic pretending to be luxury. Real materials, real weight, real detail. The central cockpit is where the magic becomes unmistakable. 3 digital displays come alive with a futuristic glow. The animations Lamborghini added to the startup sequence create a moment you can feel in your chest. It's like the SUV is greeting you, acknowledging you, sensing itself with your presence. The main infotainment screen floats with crystal clarity, with faster response times and more fluid motion. The screen below it, dedicated to climate and vehicle controls, uses haptic feedback that feels satisfying with every touch. And the digital instrument cluster adjusts according to the drive mode, shifting into more aggressive colors and shapes when you want performance, or calmer visuals when you want comfort. Even the air vents have been redesigned to feel more architectural, with a sharper geometric style that complements the overall aesthetic. The ambient lighting is softer and better placed, creating a premium glow at night that makes every drive feel like you're inside a private jet. And when you run your hands across the carbon fiber trims, the brushed aluminum accents, and the soft touch surfaces, you realize Lamborghini didn't just update the Urus, they evolved it. The cabin space feels more open thanks to improved layout efficiency. Legroom is generous, headroom is comfortable, and the rear seats feel like a continuation of the front experience rather than an afterthought. The black interior paired with dark ambient lighting gives the entire cabin a stealth luxury vibe. You don't feel like you're sitting inside a typical SUV, you feel like you're inside a luxury command center designed for someone who likes control and comfort in perfect balance. The steering wheel alone tells a story, thicker grips, sharper paddle shifters. A premium leather wrap that feels natural in your hands. When you hold it, you don't just feel like you're about to drive. You feel like you're about to command something powerful. And the moment you press the start button, the interior reacts. The sound drops in from behind like a heartbeat, deep, controlled, confident. Driving the 2026 Black Urus turns both the exterior and interior into an experience that blends together seamlessly. Inside, you feel protected by luxury, supported by technology, and surrounded by materials that elevate your mood. Outside, you feel carried by a body that demands respect and attention from everyone around you. Every turn of the wheel reminds you why this SUV dominates its category. It's not just fast, it's not just luxurious. It's the balance between the two that makes it exceptional. This combination of dark, sculpted exterior beauty with a refined, futuristic interior creates a contrast that makes the 2026 Lamborghini Urus one of the most captivating SUVs on American roads. It's the SUV you walk away from, only to turn around for one last look. The SUV you drive once and immediately understand why people dream of owning one. The SUV that doesn't just make your lifestyle better, it becomes your lifestyle. And that's the real power of the 2026 Black Urus, a machine built to impress on the outside and spoil you on the inside, delivering an experience that stays with you long after the engine turns off.